William Morrow and HarperAudio present Winds of Glory, a novel, by Susan Wiggs, performed by Ashford Macnab. Prologue. Fort George, Rhode Island, 9th of December, 1774. The musket ball entered Private Ashton Markham's body at an angle, ripping through the flesh of his left side and fortunately missing his vitals before lodging itself into the dry wooden planks of the ordnance house behind him. As he was slammed against the side of the building and sank down into a snowdrift, he found himself thinking, inasmuch as he was able to think, that the heat of the lead ball was the first warmth he had felt in weeks. There was something oddly comforting in that, and in the soft winter silence that followed the single report. He heard his own breathing, ragged, laboured, and saw a wisp of steam rising as his blood crept down into a cushion of new snow. He smelled the blood, and the clean scent of the snow, and the acrid burn of the powder that blackened the hole in his red woolen frock-coat. A strange whir began in his head as he looked away from his wounds and gazed out across the gentle, rounded snowscape of Goat Island, where, as a lad, he had gone to the turtle races. They had decked the winners in ribbons and eaten the losers. Moonlight, white and shimmering, silvered the area surrounding the fort and carved deep shadows in the drifts. It was a scene of quiet beauty, one that, had he been free to do so, would have sent him galloping across the island on Corsair, his favourite mount. But Ashton had not been free to ride, since the British Army had claimed him with a shilling and a pledge 4 years earlier. And now, any movement at all was out of the question. He had never felt so light, so groundless. He blinked his eyes. The moon-dusted scene before him shimmered and quaked and lost form. In its place came other fragmented images crowding into his mind. He saw his father and their cottage on the estate called Seastone, the huge stable of blooded horses in their care, the summer races and autumn hunts. God! Had life ever been so simple? He grimaced at the pulsating pain in his side. Life had been uncomplicated, even sweet, back then. Each day had slipped effortlessly into the next. He trained horses, he raced, he won. Closing his eyes, he remembered the feel of a swift mount's sinew beneath him and the bite of the sea air on his face. He had not thought about that other life in a long time. Not since the summons had come, calling him to serve in King George's army. He felt the corners of his mouth lift in a self-deprecating smile. He had made a poor soldier, having no taste for endless drills, marching through marshy wilderness, executing pointless manoeuvres. But most of all, he had never been able to put his heart into subjugating the gathering storm of rebellion in the colonies. He tried to summon rage at the patriot who had shot him, some unseen sniper lurking in the woods, trying to raid the ordnance house. But it was hard to feel anger when he felt as light and insubstantial as the snowflakes that winked and sparkled in the moonlight, dancing before his eyes until he had to close them against the brightness. Above the vague whirring in his head, he heard a shout. Then another.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?